Hello guys, this is Mike and you're welcome to the weekly Forex market update. And we're going to be looking at the GBPUSD, USDCHF, the USDJPY, and the AUDUSD currency pairs in this video, right? So please stay and watch, the analysis for these currency pairs for the week. Now, I would like to let you know that I give free Forex signals on the Mike N channel. Yeah, you can go to the Mike N channel. You can join the Mike N channel for my free Forex signals. Now, these signals that I give will help you make a lot of money trading the Forex market. Do not make the mistake of thinking because they are free that they don't have value. Or they have a lot of value and they will help you in your trading. You can join the Mike N channel by going to the description below. The link to the Mike N channel is in the description below. Copy the link in the description below, paste it in your browser, and you visit the site, and it will take you to the Telegram channel of it will take you to the Mike N Telegram channel, and you can join the channel and expect trading signals. Yeah. So make sure you don't miss out on that. So let's go into the business of the day. We're starting with the GBPUSD. Now, I made a prediction that GBPUSD might come into the zone, and from there we might see some bearish move. So we've seen something. We've seen the first move, which is that the zone. We see that price has come into that zone, right? So now we're expecting to see that sell-off, right? We want to see that sell-off, and we would like to see how far it will go from there. Yeah, so that's but first of all, let's look at the monthly. Let's look at the monthly. Let's see what's happening with the GBP USD. So first of all, we can see the GBP USD seems to be approaching this major resistance level. Right, this resistance held in 2017 or so. No, this was 2018, and in 2018 it held in 2018. It held in 2021, so it's approaching again. And is it going to break out this time? Well, we can't say for now, right? So let's go down to the weekly time frame. Well, same idea. And one of the reasons I have not chosen the direction of this, one of the reasons I've not decided to, conclude which direction the market is going, or was the trend of the GBP USD market, is that I have this view of the market. I can see like this drop down, this lower highs. This lower high here, and the market has not broken above that high, so it's very difficult. And then we see this break below this low, so it's very difficult for me to just decide that it is a bullish market. So for now, I'm still very indecisive as to the trend of the market. So this is a weekly, the same idea in the weekly. Let's go down to the daily. The daily is our execution time frame. In case you are new to this channel, the daily is the execution time frame, so you can understand what I'm going to be talking about here. So let's go. Let's see what we should expect. So for the daily, this is what I'll be looking out for. Now, since we have price already come into this major zone and has given us a bearish day close, right? Possibly we might see price drop a little, right, when market opens. So there's a possibility that happens, and that might be a possibility. So let's see. So if you enter at the current price, you can enter at the close of this candle. You might choose to enter at the close of this current candle. This Friday candle. And just go for a 1-to-1. So let me look for that boy. Okay. might look for something like that. Just go for a 1-to-1, see the market sell off, right? I see the market hit a 1-to-1 and you can close and you can take your profit, right? Or better still, if you want to see if the market will go, lower than that, you can also hold for longer if you want. So it's up to you, but please do not take any trade that is not according to your own personal trading confirmation. I hope you understand that. Yeah. So now in another scenario, if price continues downwards, if price comes down and then comes into either of the okay, let me zoom in a little. If price comes down and comes into either of these zones, if price comes into either of the 1.34208 or the 1.33787 zones, and then it gives us a bullish day close at either of those zones, right? If price gives us a bullish day close at either of those zones, or better still at both of those zones, if price covers both of those zones and gives us a bullish day close, what I would suggest is that you go for a buy. I would suggest that you go for a buy in that kind of scenario. This thing seems to be misbehaving. In that kind of scenario, I would suggest that you go for a buy and you can go for a 1-to-1. Right, I would advise you go for a 1-to-1 and end it there for now. So it's misbehaving, so I'll just leave it like that. So you can go for a 1-to-1 in that scenario. If price comes into either of the 1.34208 or the 1.33787 zones and gives us a bullish day close at either of those zones or at both of those zones, if price covers both of those zones, it's still valid. But if price gives us a bullish day close at either of those zones, if it comes in contact with either of the zones and then gives us a bullish day close at either, it is also valid, right? So that will be one. You can just go for a 1-to-1 buy right there. So that will be for that scenario. Now for another one, I'm trying to see if there is okay. Now if price continues higher, from here, another scenario, if price continues higher from here and comes into the zone, this 1.42404 zone, and then gives us a bearish day close below that zone, you can go for a sell. Go for a 1-to-1 sell, and end it there. Because this is a very major zone that has held for some years now. I mean, it held in 2018, I believe, and it held in 2021, and now price is approaching again. Possibly it might hold again or even break above, who knows. So you can just go for a 1-to-1 so you don't overstay your welcome and keep your profits if it's a profitable one. So you have to make sure that you do not over leverage. And please don't forget, don't take any of these scenarios if they don't meet your own personal trading confirmation. I hope you understand that. Please do not. So let's go on to the USDCHF currency pair. So now what is it saying? What is USDCHF telling us? This is oops. Let me take this out. The chart seems to be misbehaving today. Maybe I'm the one hitting the wrong buttons here. So now we can see what price is doing now. We've seen price come into this area. We've seen price, struggle around this zone or give us a range for some time and then break below. And price seems to be, approaching the downward, approaching this 0.77155 area, right? Price seems to be continuing downward. So it's an obvious bearish trend. But what are we going to do with it? That's the real question right now. What are we going to do with this particular? What are we going to do with it? Now, this is what will be my expectation. So now we've gotten this market, to push the market has pushed lower, right? So now there's a possibility here that if price returns to the 0.82432 or the 0.83195 or even the 0.84018 zone. Yeah, so I think it returned to the perfect zone. That was the zone that shifted earlier, but it is back to the perfect area. So if price comes into either of these three zones, right? If price comes into either of these three zones, what I would expect is that we can look for opportunities to sell. If price comes into either of these three zones and gives us a bearish day close below those zones, we can look for opportunities to sell. And you can go for a 1-to-1. You can choose to go for a 1-to-1 sell, or you can go for a 2-to-1. You can go for a 3-to-1, because this is a bearish market. So yeah, there's a possibility that price, goes lower than, there's a possibility that price continues lower, continues bearish. So you can go for a 1-to-1, you can go for a 2-to-1, you can go for more than a 1-to-1, or you can, better still, you can even try to look for an opportunity to continue holding and see if price will get back in, to see if price will get into this next zone. I hope you understand that. If price might get into the next zone, or you can hold indefinitely and keep trailing your stops to see if price would just continue lower. There's a possibility that price just continue lower and forms lower lows, right? It's a speculative market, so you can have any of those scenarios show up. So you just have to be aware of that. So now another scenario that I might look out for is this. If price, let me just get this out of the way first. So now another scenario I look out for is this. Now I have to zoom out to the weekly so that I can see this next zone. So our execution time frame is still the daily time frame, please. Don't forget that. So now if price comes into this 0.77155 zone and gives us a bullish day close above that zone, I'll suggest that you go for a buy. Right, go for a buy, but please go for a 1-to-1 buy. Don't go for more than a 1-to-1, because this is a bearish market and you don't want to be buying. You don't want to overstay your buying. You don't want to overstay your buys in a bearish market. So just go for a 1-to-1 and end it there. Please and please don't forget that. If you'll be taking this and if it meets your own trading confirmation, so go for a 1-to-1. So yeah, that will be for USDCHF. Don't forget that do not take any of these scenarios if they do not meet your own personal trading confirmation. Thank you so much. So now to the USDJPY currency pair. Now for the USDJPY currency pair, let's take a look at the monthly time frame. We can tell it's been a very bullish market over time. So now let's go to the weekly time frame and see what's happening. So now weekly, same thing happening on the weekly, really. Same thing. It's been bullish, and we're having this scenario where price is bouncing up and down the zones. So now let's go to the daily time frame and look for our look at my predictions of what I think will happen. So if price comes into, I predict that if price comes into this 151.781 zone and then gives a bearish day close below that zone, I suggest that you go for a 1-to-1 sell, right? Using the close of the bearish day close candle as the entry price and the high as the stop loss, right? So go for a 1-to-1 in that scenario. The reason I'm suggesting a 1-to-1 is that this is a bullish market. I still see it as a bullish market, so you definitely do not want to be overstaying your welcome selling in a bullish market. So right. So I hope you get that. So now for another scenario, if price comes into this 121.522 zone and then gives a bullish day close above that zone, I'll suggest that you go for a buy, right? Using the close of the candle as the entry price and the low of the candle as your stop loss. So you can go for a 1-to-1, or you can even go for more than that. You can go for a 1-to-1, 2-to-1, move your stop loss to the entry. Or you can just let price, you can let price get, you can see if price will get into this 140.315 area before you close, or you can hold indefinitely and keep trailing your stop loss, whichever way you want it to be. So that's another scenario for the USDJPY. Now another scenario I'd like to point out is that if price comes into the zone, if price comes into this 140.315 zone after several days of price action, maybe like 6, 7, 8, 9 days of bearish price action, if price comes into the zone and then gives a bullish day close above that zone, I'll suggest that you go for a buy. Right, I'll suggest you go for a buy. You can go for a one-to-one buy, or you can hold and see if price will come into this 151.81 zone or even higher. You can see, you might catch the next leg of the market. It's also a possibility. It's a probability too. So don't forget that. Yeah, you can enter. You take this trade definitely. If you want to take it, if it meets your own personal trading confirmation, if you get that bullish day close above that zone, you enter at the close of the bullish day close and then put your stop loss at the low of the bullish day close. So I hope you understand that. So that will be that for the USD JPY analysis. So let's go to the AUDUSD. Now for AUDUSD, for AUDUSD, I've already, made this, lines here. So if price comes into, let me take this out first. If price comes, if for AUDUSD, okay, first let me show you. The market is a bearish market. We can see that it's quite clear. I think it's clear on the weekly time frame. Yeah, we can see it's a bearish market. We're seeing lower lows. Right, we're seeing lower lows where we have not seen major breaks above the highs. So I'll consider this as a bearish market. So now if price on the daily, we're going down to the daily, which is our execution time frame. If price comes from where it currently is right now, if price comes from where it currently is at right now and comes into this zone, which is the 0.66726 zone, and then gives us a bearish day close below that zone, if price gives us a bearish day close below that zone, right, I'll suggest that you go for a sell. You can go for a sell, you can go for a one-to-one sell, right, you can go for a one-to-one sell, you can go for a two-to-one or more, so, move and trailing your stop loss or stop losses as the case may be, or you can hold to the next zone, which is the 0.64599 zone, or hold indefinitely and see if you have caught the next leg of the market. That's also a possibility. So you can do that as well. I hope you understand that, right? You can enter this one. You enter at the close of the bearish day close candle, and at the high of the bearish day close candle, you put your stop loss at the high. You enter at the close of the candle. So that's what I would suggest. But in another scenario, if price continues lower, and then comes into the 0.62734 zone and then gives us a bullish day close above that zone, I'll suggest that you go for a buy, right? I'll suggest that you go for a buy and you shouldn't go for more than a one-to-one buy, right? I'll suggest you don't go for more than a one-to-one buy because this is a bearish market. So your entry will be at your entry will be at the close of the bullish day close candle, right? And your stop loss will be at the low of the bullish day close candle, and you can go for one-to-one, right? I'll suggest you go for a one-to-one and end it there. Once again, for this bearish move, if price comes from where it currently is right now into the 0.66726 zone and then gives us a bearish day close below that zone, I'll suggest that you go for a sell, right? You enter at the close of the bearish day close candle. You enter at the close of the bearish day close candle, and your stop loss will be at the high of the bearish day close candle. So that will be that for the AUD USD currency pair, and that will be that for the GBPUSD USDCHF, USDJPY, and the AUDUSD currency pair analysis for the new week. So please don't forget this. Do not take any of these tradings. Do not take any of these scenarios if they do not meet your own personal trading confirmation. Do not enter or take any trade if they do not meet your own personal trading confirmation. So that is what I want to add. So for those who would like to do business with me, if you would like to go for any account management service, if you like to get account management, if you like your Forex trading account, your Forex account to be managed by me, you can reach out to me. My direct Telegram contact is in the description below. Reach out to me and tell me you want me to manage your Forex account, and we would have that conversation. You know the what I tell people is that you get between 5 to 15%. You can get between 5 to 15% profits doing business with me, but of course you can definitely get more than that. But that's just to be conservative. You can get between 5 to 15% profits monthly when I trade your Forex account. And also don't forget free Forex signals. There's free Forex signals for you in the MyCan channel. Copy the MyCan channel link, paste it in your browser, and join the channel. You will get free trading signals, highly profitable trading signals. I'm not bluffing, I'm telling you the fact. You get really highly profitable trading signals, very highly profitable, and they would really help your trading so much. So yeah, so I'll be waiting for you. I'll be expecting you. Thanks for watching the expectation or the forecast for next week. Thanks and bye bye.